will be introducing our Master of Ceremonies. My neighbor, actually, former writer and editor at Rolling Stone magazine, a real-life character in the movie Almost Famous, subject of a documentary like the Rolling Stone, former co-anchor of the Chinese New Year parades on KTVU, won 5 Emmys, former DJ on FM pioneer rock station KSAN, honorary doctorate in fine arts from California State University Board of Trustees, my neighbor, my friend, your friend, Ben Fong Torres.
Hello. All right, I just got back from the night market. Having a special on the popcorn chicken. So, it cost me only $5. You can have it for $8 or $9, whatever. I love radio, and I was raised on Top 40 radio, which I heard while doing chores at our family restaurant in Chinatown in Oakland. This was in the mid-50s, and radio would be my salvation through the 60s as my siblings and I went from one restaurant to another. All Chinese, by the way. Weird. Music and baseball games. But we also heard a different kind of radio. Late evenings, our parents would tune into the Chinese Hour, first on AM and then FM on KLOK and KBRG. No matter what station, it was consistent, with Tommy Tong producing and writing, and with his wife, Chin Tong, the main announcer, the star of the show really, delivering news and information in a crisp, straightforward manner with a friendly voice. They aired music from Hong Kong and China. They carried local news and commercials, and they broadcast it all from right here to my left for 4 decades. We kids heard it but didn't listen. We had a language barrier. But for Chinese-speaking people, Golden Star Radio was a godsend, or maybe a Buddha send. As a Buddha or budding radio fan, I was grateful that my parents had a station, or at least an hour, of their own. Now, we celebrate the work and legacy of Tommy and Chin Tong by having their neon sign, Long Dark, light up this corner of Clay Street once again. We begin the countdown with greetings from the San Francisco supervisor for District 3, which includes Chinatown, our Chinatown. Please welcome our supervisor, Danny Salter.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Danny Sauter. I have the honor of serving as the District 3 supervisor representing Chinatown in this incredible corner of the city. And this is the densest part of San Francisco, as you can see. It is the most vibrant part of the city. You can feel that tonight in the night market and as Waverly is filled up with mahjong tables. And it is the most historic corner of the city. That's why I love it, and I think that's why we're all here to celebrate this. I want to first give a deep, deep appreciation to everyone who made this possible. You know, something like this, if people don't step up, something like this can kind of fade and get lost to history. And there are so many people here tonight who stepped forward and said that they didn't want that to happen, and that they would put time and money and their craft forward to actually bring this forward for the next generation. And that is just such a beautiful thing and such a San Francisco thing. You know, I learned that this hasn't been lit since the 60s, and you know, we need sometimes signs to remind us of things. Some people I've heard from have this memory and have this memory in their family. And sometimes we need signs to first learn about things. And there will be plenty of people, particularly the next generation, who learn about this legacy, learn about the radio station from this sign. We saw it a few weeks ago as we gathered down the street for the new Wong Kim Ark mural and that plaque, just the importance of carrying that forward in Chinatown. And I think that's something we're all committed to. It's so beautiful. And again, thank you all for being here. And I can't wait to see this lit up and to celebrate this tonight. And I do have certificates of honor on behalf of the entire Board of Supervisors for all of the partners who made this possible. So I'll pass these out in a little bit so that everyone gets their recognition. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Salter. Yeah. Golden Star Radio was conceived by Tommy and, and May. Yes. They also conceived their son, Ron Tong. He's here to celebrate his parents and their legacy and their remarkable achievements. Ron.
Thank you, Ben. I'm Ron. I'm the second son of Tommy and May. I have an older brother, Dr. Myron Tong, who lives in Los Angeles. Couldn't be here tonight with us. Want to thank everybody for all of you people that have come out and celebrate with us. My parents were a big part of Chinatown's history. I think they contributed quite a bit, providing a link to China and the homeland for all the immigrants and all the Chinese-speaking community that was here. I want to thank Steve Cushman from his organization, Rando Ann from putting this on the Neon Tour, and the Bay Area Historical Radio Group for giving my parents the honor, which all was the impetus to get this project going. My daughter is here, Jessica Tong, my son Randall, and my grandkids are scattered among this crowd around, and Connie, my daughter-in-law, and Matt's inside waiting to hit the switch for the light. So thanks everybody for being here.
Thank you. Speaking of color in Chinatown, we're so lucky to be graced by the beauty of the Grant Avenue Follies. Here they are. They're the ones in sequin, by the way. You're curious. Well, this evening, this event would not be happening if it weren't for a long-time news anchor on KCBS, Stan Bunger. You remember him from the morning news show. He learned and spread the story of the Tongs and Golden Star Radio that led the way to the campaign to restore and revive the neon sign. Please welcome Stan Bunger.
Thank you, Ben. It really is humbling to be standing here tonight, and I had no idea. A couple of years ago, I guess it was, when I came across the story of the Golden Star Radio sign and wondered if, in fact, there had been radio produced from Golden Star Radio. And that led to contact with the Chinese American Historical Society, to conversations and emails with Ron Tong, to a trip to the Ethnic Studies Library at UC Berkeley, where I looked at Ken Lee's photographs, which are remarkable. Ken Cathcart's photographs of Chinatown taken in the 1930s. And it allowed us to pull together the story of what Tommy and Lenore Chinn Tong did. 40 years broadcasting. They were the first Cantonese language broadcasters in North America. And they didn't just do it once. As Ron and everybody in the family knows, they did it for 40 years. And in so doing, they created the kind of community that we believe radio can do better than anything else. It's a voice in the night. It's truth. It's community. It's love. It's joy. It's contact with home, where you came from. It's all of those things. It all happened right here. And so when we inducted the Tongs into the Bay Area Radio Hall of Fame last October, I wasn't able to be there, so I didn't get a chance to meet Ron in person until tonight. To know that their story, their legacy, will be told forever through our organization, but then for others to step on board and say, you know, let's do something with that sign. People love neon. People love San Francisco. Let's bring it back. And so to stand here tonight and to see what's going to happen in a few moments is spine-tingling and extremely humbling. And so thanks to all of you for being here tonight. Thanks to those of you who contributed. Thanks to those of you whose craftsmanship brought this sign back. And Ben, thanks for being Ben Fong Tours.
I had no choice in the matter. Way goes, you know, way goes. Speaking of pioneers, May was probably one of the very few female radio announcer voices that you heard pretty much 6 nights a week. My parents and I sure did. What a real pioneer. The California Historical Radio Society, based in Alameda, and representing the entire Bay Area, has been a primary supporter of the effort to restore the Golden Star radio sign. Talk about radio history. One of the organization's most devoted and hardest working members is its senior director, and I mean senior, and project manager. Please say Nehoma to my neighbor, Steve Cushman.
What a great crowd, and what a great thing that we have been able to do. Last year in 2025, when Stan brought forth the Tong family's history, it was history that I had never heard. I'm a native San Franciscan, and this was a story I had not heard before. This story meant so much to so many people that in 2025, last year, we inducted the Tong family into the Bay Area Radio Hall of Fame as pioneers. And we're sitting around the table having this discussion, and I'm looking at the pictures, and I see the sign, and I said, wouldn't it be cool if we could restore that sign? And this is where it all came from. We developed a fundraising campaign, raised some funds to start this going, got a good high bid, well worth it, from Mr. Rizzo, who I'm looking at right now. You'll meet in a moment. And we were off and raising money. And we could have raised the money to restore this sign in a year, 2 years, 3 years maybe, but we have an angel who is to remain anonymous, who decided that he would underwrite the cost of this sign. And he put 60 grand into the pot, and this got done. We raised more than that because we're still raising funds for operating and maintenance costs. But we got it done, and it was a pretty amazing thing, because what the Tongs did was so important, so many years before anybody else had done it. They reached out to the tremendous Chinese immigrant population, especially during the war, and made them feel at home, and made them feel comfortable, and made them feel wanted to be here in San Francisco, where we like everybody who's here. And it meant so much to that community, and it changed so much of the face of local broadcasting, where it's commonplace to hear broadcasts, if you can hear any left on the AM radio, in other languages. But they started something special, and we were very, very proud to be able to get this restoration done. Mr. Rizzo, I want to just say hello to this guy. This is Jim Rizzo of Neon Works in Emeryville, Oakland, who has done lots of the big neon signs in the Bay Area. And when we thought about doing this sign, fortunately or unfortunately, he was the first one we went to. Want to say a couple of words?
Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks, Steve. You were a great project manager. I got to say, it's really wonderful to be remembering all of the hard work that May and Tommy Tong put into the radio station. And it's really amazing that a donor from the California Historical Radio Society funded it. And I have to say I'm very proud to have been part of it. And bringing back these old gems to their original beauty is my absolute favorite thing to do in my line of work. And this one is a good one. So thank you.
I think other than this, we'll be celebrating the sign in many ways. One of the first things we're going to do tonight is at the end of these speeches, which is coming up very soon. We're trying to stall here to get it a little darker. We're trying to, if anybody's got any good stories about what's going on, stories about the Golden Star Radio Company, family gems, come on up, because we're still have the light of light. But as we get to the end of this thing, Ron and Ben and everybody else are going to do a countdown from 10 to 0, and it's going to be in Cantonese. And everybody has to join in. So those who would like to, I have 60 copies of those people that would want to join in. We'll all join in, and then they will flip this big switch, and magically the light will appear. I also want to take this opportunity to invite everybody to Radio Day by the Bay. It's our yearly giant event from the California Historical Radio Society. It's an all-day full of music and radio auctions and live radio plays and lots of fun. That's July 18th in Alameda, and I have lots of flyers here. Pick up some of those.
Anybody else? All right.
Are you going to help us count?
As everyone is studying and becoming experts in Cantonese, I'll give a few minutes, stall a few minutes, and just ask that some of the partners come forward as I will give you your certificate of honor, and we'll do a nice photo. That'll stall a few minutes. I'm looking at you, Jim, so please come on up first.
I'm sorry.
Come on up.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I know Manny couldn't make it tonight, but we'll make sure that he gets. Do you want to speak to Manny's work? Share a little bit about what you did on the sign.
Sure. Manny Fabregas is the painter that we hired to restore this. He had to figure out the colors, and there was very little clues, photographs, little chips of paint on the back. So he did a lot of research trying to figure it out. I think he did a pretty darn good job. But then again, nobody really knows what was up there because there's no color photographs from the 40s. Unfortunately, he's got a family emergency. He's in San Diego. He really wanted to be here, but he can't. But he really put his heart into it. He spent 4 weeks prepping and painting that thing. He did a great job.
We have, of course, for the Tong family.
Thank you.
Thank you. For San Francisco Neon, please. Randall and Al. Thank you. And for Radio Society, Steve, of course. Thank you, Steve. Got a few more here. Do we have anyone from the Historical Society? Yes. I know. I think they weren't able to make it tonight, but they supported as well. Okay, the Chinese Historical Society as well. If we want to maybe do a group photo, and then we'll get another minute off the clock.
Perfect.
Come forward if anyone with a certificate.
Right there. Back up. Back up.
Yes.
Open.
Thank you.
Open it, or God, open it. Open it.
This looks fancy.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
And thank you, Supervisor Sauter, for your office's cooperation in our event. Here's our friend Ben.
Thank you, neighbor. Has everybody gotten their phonetic countdown numbers and Cantonese slips? You? Okay, because they're going to be handy too for haggling at the night market. Or any deli on Stockton Street. All right. This sign, although decayed and dilapidated for many decades, is a landmark and a part of a walking tour called SF Neon. Would you please welcome the tour guides, Randall Ann Holman and Al Barna. There they are.
You go first.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for having us be part of this celebration. We're really honored to be here. And for over a decade now, we've been privileged to share the Golden Star Radio story with guests on our Chinatown neon walking tour. And now that the sign has been painted and will be glowing again, it's going to make that an even more pleasurable experience for our tour guests as well as the community in general. We would like to extend our congratulations to the Tong family, Steve Cushman, and the California Historical Radio Society, Jim Rizzo and Jim's team consisting of Nate Macy, Adam Taylor, and Manny Fabregas for their vision and the excellent work they did on this project. So thank you very much.
Okay, we have to give a shout out to Mei Chin Tong and Tommy Tong, not only for their vision and the way they created community. Look at the sign that they gave us. This is really their gift to us. I like to say, how long does a neon sign last? And then I like to answer, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. This sign could be here long after we've all gone over to greener pastures. But because this sign has been restored today, we've given it decades and decades and decades to shine for other people walking by on Clay Street and can remember that there was once a radio and station that really brought that Chinese radio hour to the neighborhood. So thank you for letting us be part of it. We love neon of our city. San Francisco has more beautiful neon signs than almost any city in the world. And this is, I think, one of the most sparkling gems in our whole city. So thank you everybody for being here. I can't wait to see it glowing.
Thank you all. Well, it's almost time. I guess it's still a little too light for our purposes, so if you are wearing or if you have a pair of sunglasses, it's a good time to put them on. All right. Regardless, it's time. Come on, baby, light our sign. To lead the countdown to the official lighting of the Golden Star Radio sign, let's welcome back Ron Tong and his kids, Jessica and Randy. Don't be shy.
And when we all and when we shout, and everyone is celebrating the sign.
Wow.
And when we do our chant, everybody, you have to do it very loudly so Matt, the actual switcher, can hear back in the store.
All right. Okay, sure. Are we doing Chinese, really? Okay. All right, I want to start, we're going to go from 10 to 0, or 10, or light them up. Yeah. Sup. But. Look. Yee. Light it up. Oh, wow. Incredible. Look at that, Steve. Yeah. Yeah.
I got some sneak preview during the testing run of the lights, so I invaded Chinatown here late a couple of nights to check it out. And the darker it gets, the better it looks.
So Steve, on a 24-hour clock, when does the light go on every day? Every night, they'll be on. Okay. Good timing, actually. Thank you all for being here. Thanks to everybody who made this possible. Congratulations to the Tong family, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming, and please continue to support our campaign to fund the ongoing light and the maintenance. Go to CaliforniaHistoricalRadio.com and check out the donation page. Pick up some flyers for Radio Day by the Bay. And be sure to see us on the page. Thank you for coming, everyone.